Today I want to teach you about your first period, what happens from when your period starts to when next you see your period, your ovulation, the follicular phase, the luteinizing phase, when you get pregnant, how you get all these signs, the hormones in between, what happens to your egg, how you now shed your menstruation. So stay on this video. It might have different parts, but please stay on this video and don't forget to go to my YouTube channel because that's where I'll be teaching everything in details. Let's go. Now, this is the first day of your menstruation. This is your first period, your first menstruation. This is your next menstruation. Now, if you want to be able to track how many days cycle you have, because a lot of people don't even understand the concept of cycle. If you want to track how many days cycle you have, this is how to track it. Get yourself a calendar, either a physical calendar or a phone calendar, or you can even use your hand and mark it. Track your cycle for at least 4 months. When you are sure that your cycle is now complete and in a very good motion, you know that, oh, I have 28-day cycle, I have 30-day cycle. By then, when you've tracked your cycle, that's when you can now know exactly when is your ovulation, right? How do you track your cycle? This is the days of the month, which I wrote from 1st till 31st. Then I started another month from here and I stop on the 13th, right? So let's say you see your menstruation on the 2nd. I'll use 2nd. You mark it 1. You see your menstruation again 3rd. You see your menstruation again 4th. You see another one again 5th, right? So when you want to count, now you count this thing, right? Then the next menstruation you are seeing is on the 29th. You see another one on the 30th. You see another one on the 31st. You see another one on the 1st, right? Now, this is where your first menstruation started. You had 4 days menstruation, right? How do you track how many days menstruation you have? You track it by mapping it out like this. The first month you write it, the second month you write it, right? So when at the end of the month or the end of 4 months, you can come on top here and count this star. Count it 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where my menstruation ended. Okay. Then you count another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know that your menstruation for the next month was not regular with the previous one. You count another one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know exactly that you have irregular menstruation. So that can be irregular menstruation. Or when you count it and you are getting 4 days, 5 days, 60 days for each of the months, you know that you have a 5-day period, a 4 days period, a 6 days period, and so forth. Now, how do you calculate your cycle? You know, we have menstrual days. We have menstrual days and we have menstrual cycle. They are not the same, right? So how do you calculate your days? By what I just told you now. You calculate your days by writing down the days you see in your menstruation. Saw it today, mark it, tomorrow mark it. Do it for like 3 months. Count all the places you marked. How many times a month was it coming? That's your menstrual days. How do you count your menstrual cycle? Now, your cycle starts from the first day of your menstruation, which is on this 2nd, right? Till the next first day of your menstruation. I did not say the last day. Now, you look at this place. You have 29, 30, 31st, 1st, right? I'm not saying your cycle ends here. No, it ends at this first day. You start from the first day of this one and ends at the first day of this second one, right? So how do you count your cycle? You count from here. You start from this day and count. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. You can see that from this 2nd to this 29th, the 2nd is the day you saw your menstruation first. The 29th is the next time you saw your menstruation again. That is what we call a complete cycle, right? So if you want to start counting for your next cycle, by then you must have seen your next menstruation for the 3rd month, right? So you count from this 29th, you start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you count till first day of your next menstruation. So you must have determined your cycle. If you count for 3 good months or 4 good months and you are still getting the same number, you still got 28 or you still got 29 or you still got 30, 3-4 consecutive times, you know that that is your cycle, right? Or sometimes it just shifts depending on whether it's a 31 days month or 30 days month. It depends, right? So you can just know that, oh, my cycle shifts between 28 and 29 because of 30 days month and 30 first day's month, right? So these different places can help you understand where exactly is your cycle, how many is your cycle, and how many is your days, right? So from all these things now that I have taught you, I think you should be able to know when to calculate your days. Remember, I said your menstrual days are the ones you marked here. You continue marking it till the end of your menstruation, you leave it. Next month, you mark another one, you leave it. So the number of days is counting all these things for each month and knowing how many they are. If they used to shift all the time, that means you have irregular menstruation, right? And your cycle, your menstrual cycle, because if you don't know your menstrual cycle, there's literally no how you'll be able to track your ovulation. Before we talk about every other thing that comes in between, you should know your menstrual days and know your menstrual cycle, right? So from your cycle, we can be able to track your ovulation. So the next video, I'll be talking about how to calculate your ovulation and what happens from your ovulation down to your period and back to your ovulation again. I hope this class was okay for you. Please don't forget to go to the bell button, click the bell button, follow and subscribe to this channel. Follow my page and subscribe to my channel, whether you're coming from Instagram or you're coming from YouTube. Remember, this is Life with Chidinma, your chartered health and wellness coach who is dedicated to making sure you have a very good menstrual health and education. Please follow me, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you on the next one. I'll still be wearing this, so don't think it's a big deal. Let's go to the next class.